Hello everyone, we are from GSA 301 Content Creation and YouTube Blogging, and we are here to interview the trainer for Toiletries Production. Yes, ma'am, please can you please introduce yourself to me?
Good morning everyone, I'm glad to be here and thanks for coming, thanks for having me. I'm Mrs. Ajayi Comfort Oluwakemi Adewit, trainer for Toiletries Production Boutique.
Okay, ma. Yeah, we have some questions to interview you on, and I would like to start with: what inspired you to specialize in toiletries production, and what drives your passion for this field?
That's a good one. It boils down to passion. Actually, I read economics from University of Ilorin and I did the MBA. Ever since I've been working with my certifications, but along the line, my family bought a land around Amoyo area. So at the moment we were planning to start building, we realized we started dumping refuse around the sites we bought. So going towards there, house flies, mosquitoes, and bad odor. So I was like, how do we even cope with these menace? It's either we sell the land or we try to just adjust towards it, because we can't compel the government to change the sites. So along the line, I realized the amount I will be spending buying these toiletries, the materials will definitely shoot up. My mind was just like, why can't you start producing it so that you can be using it, at least the quantity and the quality that you need to save cost. So I actually had to try to learn online. I met some other people to train me. So, and that was how I started. So I was producing for use, I was producing to give out to people. So I was using it. Mind you, we have not even moved to the site, but at least I was prepared that by the time we finished building, it settled. So that was how it all started.
Okay, and that is that about the passion of it, and that is inspiring.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, welcome. I have another question for you. Can you share your expertise on the key factors that affect production quality in toiletries production?
The key factor that affects quality in production. Actually, just like I said, when I started, what I got was not good enough. Actually, for the start, I was gifting to people, and people I said, wow, it's good, but to me, I bought from the shelves of the supermarket and realized there were still some differences from what I produce and what is on the shelf. So I still have to go for more trainings, personal development, to ensure that my quality, the quality of my own products with the ones on the shelf, are at par. So, and it boils down to, when you buy these products, they might put the ingredients on it that this is what is used, but they won't tell you the quantity and how to mix. So talking about quality has to do with the quality and quantity of the materials in use and method of mixing. So when the right quantity and quality are mixed in an appropriate way, you will get a good quality. Because I stand for quality. At times, when I go to buy materials, they will say, but this one you are buying, are you sure it will not be too much for this? I say, I prefer my products to foam and be better than the ones that are even on the shelves of the supermarkets. And with that, it will be an increase in price, but the quality too is above.
And when people know the quality,
they will surely come back for it. Yeah.
Another question is, how do you stay up to date with the industry trends, new ingredients, and emerging technologies in toiletries production?
In fact, that is a very serious matter at the moment now, because there are new innovations. Even those the producers of the products on supermarket shelves are also improving. It's either in the color, in the size, in different sizes, and even in fragrances. You see that maybe you bought one before, the next one you are buying, they say it's a new product, and with that, we too that we are coming up, we need to do the same thing. So based on that is going towards new technology, getting new trainings that inspires and makes it possible to get updated with the trend in the technology and the product production.
Another question here is, what are some common challenges you face in toiletries production, and how do you troubleshoot them?
There are challenges. There are challenges at times when orders are coming in maybe at the wrong time, and the customers are all over you that they need their products in the next few hours, and probably there are materials and products that are not readily on ground that you have to produce. You have to stay like for 12 hours, 24 hours before you can supply. And also on the quality of the materials you use. The quality of materials you use are not like before. Before, if you just take a small quantity of, and especially we call something SLS, that we use to increase foaming. It's a foaming agent on most of these our products that is not as it used to be before. Before, if you add like 2 quantity in pack to a production, you get maximum results. But now, using 5, you may still not get the quality of what you need. So the challenges we have these days is it boils down on the quality and the price, because most of these things we use are imported. They are brought into the country, and the inflation and the cost of production is getting higher, and if you are not careful, it will affect the quality of what you are producing, because when it's too expensive, you may not get the right number of customers to patronize it. So there are so many challenges and the risk involved in the production, because there are safety measures that needs to be used. Most especially, there are some materials that have come in, some chemicals that are very, very hazardous, and we need to know what are the precautions to use, which one are you supposed to mix together, in what ventilation environment, what are the safety gadgets you need to use, your nose mask, your hand glove, and stuff like that. So there are so many challenges, but through trainings and retrainings, we are able to learn and to relearn to know how to mitigate the challenges and to overcome them.
Thank you, Smart. Thank you. So can you walk me through your process for developing a new toiletries product from concept to launch?
Okay, that's a very good one. For instance, I told you I started, it was just on air freshener, antiseptic, and soap, then toilet wash. The toilet wash is in form of Harpic and Isa. So but along the line, most especially because we started before COVID. So when COVID was like approaching, and the issue of hand sanitizer came in, and what to use to sanitize your surface, then we did surface sanitizer and hand sanitizer, office sanitizer, and stuff like that. So I was like, now that this is coming up, what can I do? So I had to go learn to make hand sanitizers, surface sanitizer, then this room office sanitizer. So I really appreciate God, because it was a new product. It wasn't and it was not a popular thing as a then sanitizer then, except Dettol does it, and few people you see alone carrying it with their bag, and maybe in the car you see they use it in public transport and stuff like that, maybe when they touch money. But when this COVID-19 came, I had no option than to go and learn it. So for instance, when the first one I tried making was so cloudy, and I could not even say I wanted to give out.
I know that I left in the room yesterday.
Yes. So I was like, how do they make it? So I had to go and relearn again. I had to relearn again. It was a third attempt that was a perfect one. And it was a perfect one. I just gave out to people, my church members, my neighbors. I said, we are going out, small pack. I gave to them. I now put on my status on WhatsApp. I didn't know this group of doctors that I belong to saw it on status. I was like, Dr. Ahmed called, Say, Dr. Ahmed gave me your number that we should call you for sanitizer. I said, wow. I just did small quantity for myself and my family. They said they needed it, and how will I said, if you need it, it means you have to make payment, so at least I can get the material, because materials for sanitizer was so expensive during that COVID or the thing. So they said they don't mind, even if it's 100%, they will pay it when will they get it. So I was like, God, this thing must work.
It must work.
It must work. So that was how that new product was launched then. And lo and behold, I did supplied them at General Hospital, some pharmacies. I was telling them, this my hand sanitizer does not have NAFDAC certification yet. They say, in as much they use the one I gave one of the doctors, and it is as perfect as other ones they bought on the shelf of the supermarket. I said, wow, this is indeed a great one. So I made, so if I had to relocate from my house to the town, you know, there was a kind of lockdown, you don't move, but at least when the policemen saw that I was carrying hand sanitizer, they would allow me pass. But for me to get the materials, I will get material, my place as far as Amoyo. To get to town before 8, to deliver the next day might be difficult. So I moved to my sister's house at Asadam. So to make it easy, I carried the gadget, the mixer, and all those stuff. So that was where we did, as at that time, to ensure that we were able to supply the hospitals that needed it and the pharmacies. So I was so glad at least I was able to help and added value during that COVID-19. And not only added value, at least I was able to make money.
Yes. That's most important.
Thank you.
So I'd like to continue from what you started. How do you ensure compliance with regulatory requirements and safety standards in toiletries production?
That's a big one. Actually, when I saw that the vision was getting beyond me, I already had relationship with NAFDAC people before, because where I worked where I was opportune to mix with them in production of water, because that was when I worked at SIP. We made a SIP table water, and in that production then we need to go through the process. We need to go through the process of registering the water with NAFDAC. So then I already had contact with the people over there in the office. So I related with them that this is what I'm into. I went to their office, took my products along. They saw it. They said, "This your products are good, but you need to be certified." I said, "That is why I have come, because at least we have relationship before. So it's not the best that you now see these products, you see my number on it, you see my name, because my name is related to the name I registered with the company." So they said, what I need to do is, they gave me the requirements of what to start with to register with NAFDAC. So looking through the requirements, I said, this cannot be done by one's pockets. So I had to source for money to do it. So that was how I started. So the 3 products that I started with cannot be compiled together for registration, but I was advised that I can go for 3 products at initial, which is the multi-purpose liquid soap, the strong toilet wash, and the toilet wash. So the strong toilet wash, I remember I said it's just like Apic. The other toilet wash is just like Isa. So we're like working on these 3 to register. I had to go and do my trademark. So started the registration process. I was able to get a facility for a small loan. So I started it. And to God be the glory, it was during that period of COVID, and when Professor Osinbajo then was the vice president, that they gave discounts. So I quickly used that to register my business name. I started the NAFDAC registration. I have made payments. So they were supposed to come for advisory inspection. They came. But on coming for advisory inspection, the whole money I took as loan was exhausted. They now gave me new things I need to do. So when they came for advancing inspection, they now gave new things. I said, okay, I rented this place. I had to get staff, and I had to do a lot of things. A lot of things. You understand? So now, I've almost exhausted the money, and I need to do new things. So after the advisory inspection, I had to go to them that, mind you, I love to do this thing. At least to start with these 3 products, then add other products that are made. But as it is, there's no funding to continue. So I was made to write another letter to make them understand that you have started the process, but you could not continue due to lack of funds. So as we speak, my letter is still with them at NAFDAC. I have the letters they gave me, and I have the one I submitted to tell them I'm postponing the completion of my registration process. So that has been where and how far we had gone with them, but we are seeing good relationship with them. But the matter is to be cleared. Your products cannot be on the shelves of supermarkets since it has no NAFDAC number. So the only thing you can do, or that I can do, is to sell to end users, consumers that are using it. And mind you, there must not be any complaint. No customer should come and say, I use a soap to wash my clothes and my clothes is bad. It spoil my hand. The toilet does not clean and stuff like that. So it means you have to be quality compliant. I have to, because I know that people watching me, and there will be competitors. If there's any issue, then it goes online, then I've spoiled everything that I started building for a number of years. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So my next question is, what advice would you give to someone looking to break into the toiletry production industry?
It's a very wide market. A very, very wide market. In the sense that before you are here this morning, you took your bit. You applied your cream. You used your hair cream. In fact, you used body spray. You might not have used air freshener today. Maybe the air is still freshening, but at least probably you still use today. So these are daily needs. My network is not your network. You understand? So it means everybody can be fitted in. And you know what? Another thing that is part of this matter is cleanliness is next to godliness. There's no way you can be producing or be found of doing this that will not be clean. You will not even want to be in an environment that is dirty. So it boils down to the health. And as you are taking care of your health, your wealth is also ensured. So over the years I've been doing, before I started training at the University of Ilorin, I run online trainings. I do trainings in the church. I do trainings physical and virtual and online and all sites. You know, people that we train, they are happy. Because some days, my mom used to do it. I know how to do it, but when they do it, they see that the result they get is not as good as what their mom. So, but at least with the new techniques and the new materials that we tell them to use and the new way of mixing, makes them get the kind of results similar to what we are getting. So it's a very wide market. And every family, if they have somebody doing this, is to the advantage of the family. Because if you are producing it, certainly you will not buy money fresh. I'm not demarketing them, but at least that money, you have empowered yourself. You will spend less on these things, and the quality is guaranteed. You will not produce what will affect your family. You will not use materials that you know that when they use it on their hands, on their clothes, it will destroy it. Because it is your thing, and you will ensure you put in the best. So, if in as much as a daily need, everybody needs it. If everybody is into it, our health will be ensured that we are all healthy, our environment will be clean, and will be okay for that. And as our environment is clean, we are healthy, we are also being wealthy because our credit account is always coming in on daily or weekly basis. But it may not be something big, but at least you know you are making progress.
Thank you very much. This is really insightful. Can you share an example of a successful project you've worked on? and the results.
Just like I said, on the hand sanitizer is the best so far, because when those pharmacists were calling, when those doctors at UITA General Hospital were calling, I was like, hello sir, are you sure of the number of the person they told you to call? Are you sure that is my name that they gave you and the phone number? They will say yes. I will still tell them again that you are sure, because my product is not yet certified. Okay. Yes. And they were also ready to make payments, trusting me that I will supply them. Some I did not see them, because it's the doctor that referred me to them that I will at times say, ever I go for doctor social and some. So then the other one I did was towards Harmattan. At least I was able to make body cream, because now most people, because their Harmattan will be disturbing, they need cream. I did that too, and I'm happy the school that requested for it, I've not done body cream Vaseline particularly before, but when the school said they needed it, I was like, wow. And when I did to supply them, they were so happy. The proprietor said, in fact, before Harmattan is ended, you need another supply. And the people I gave to as gifts to said they needed more. So it's as good as even the ones that have not produced, that people just say they need, by the time it's being given to them, they are happy and satisfied to have it. So those two, the hand sanitizer, the air freshener that most offices use. When I started, it was even First Bank. All First Banks were using my soap for their cleaning, the air freshener too, and even the toilet wash. So, okay.
How do you balance product efficacy, customer preferences, and cost of things?
Just like I said, inflation is on us now, the whole country and even the whole world is facing that. But we are still moving and then making them to understand that if you need quality, you have to pay for quality. So some are no longer patronizing. They say they prefer cheaper ones, but the ones that are ready to take quality are still nice.
So what innovations or advancements are you excited about in the future of toiletries?
The future of toiletries is that things will get better. You can get more machines, equipment to make things better, and people that knows it now will be able to fall into the new technology. It is what you know that you can even advance in technology. Whatever you are not, you don't have understanding or knowledge about. Even when the technology comes, you can't be part of it. So at least you have to start. You are starting small and going big.
So our last question.
Okay.
Yeah. We like over the years we've had so many trainers. We want to know if you've had any challenges while training.
There's nothing you do in life that is not challenged. Nothing. Even to wake up this morning, there was a challenge. The Harmattan was a serious one, but at least you were able to surmount it. Probably you see that some of the students you are training are not taking it the way supposed. Some of them are not serious. They are not taking the lectures passionately. While some are very, very meticulous about the training. Because when I studied economics and read biz admin, a master's in biz admin, I never imagined I can be doing this. I never imagined it is Toiletries Production that came as a passion due to a problem that I solved will bring me back to University of Ilorin. For the good, I would have expected if I would be a lecturer or a trainer here, it would be along what I studied. But now it's not on the field of what I studied to be certified in the university, but outside the school. So you get what I'm saying. So for them, one of advice is they should take it very, very serious. Because if, as at the time I was in school, I was switching 2003 or something. When was that? If this was being done, probably I may not pick toiletries, because then I have my money to buy what I need. I was a student. Maybe I would have picked another skill, because when I was in school, I was selling bread. It's the same university. I was selling bread and egg. I was selling recharge card. I love business. But there was no course that would have trained us this way. If there was a course that would have trained us this way, maybe I would not be in this level. Because the training that I went to go and use money to get, I would have gotten it for free in the school. So some of them are taking it. It's a compulsory course. We are just doing it because we were told to do it. It's a word of advice. They should take it seriously, and at the end they will see the results. Thank you.
So, today we want to know if we are opportunity to see any of your products.
Actually, I'm here with one. This is like what I said.
Okay.
Strong toilet wash is just like Epic.
Wow.
So you apply it on your toilets, and then after some minutes, you wash with brush.
Wow. Okay.
So there's no stain that will still remain, no matter the level or the time that the stain has been there, because they are carefully formulated with whiteners and antiseptics.
Quality products.
So that's what I stand for.
Thank you very much for this interview, man. Thank you for your time. We genuinely appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, man. Thank you.